personal skills and experience that I will bring to the role of Vice President are immense, given the length of time I've been in planning and all the various positions I've held. To start with, I'm very, very passionate about the profession. I'm an advocate and ambassador for the Royal Town Planning Institute. The most vital skills needed for the role include communication, both verbal and written, collaboration, critical thinking, critical problem solving, negotiation, facilitation, as well as IT skills, especially social media. I recall when I started out in planning, I was well supported by my managers. However, I wasn't listened to properly. And as a stammerer from childhood, that was quite key and something that I remembered a lot. And so in my presidency year, I will listen to members. I will make sure I take on board their comments, especially in future-proofing planning and inspiring young planners. Critical to the role would be collaboration. And it's very important that as a vice president that I collaborate with others. Currently, I'm the chair and I'm the founder and chair of BAME Planners Network, and I collaborate with the civil service, local authorities, and all other organizations. I do that in order to build trust, to also improve working relationship, as well as ensuring that the aims and objectives of the BAME Planners Network are realized. So as the Vice President, I'll be seeking ways to collaborate even with all other built environments, all the built environments, all those in that industry. And the other point that I wanted to make was that about creative thinking. I'm a creative thinker. I'm also very good at critical problem solving. I'm a facilitator. I facilitate, and I've done that not just in my own role, but also on behalf of the NHS Udu when I was given a project to facilitate, amongst all the London authorities. I worked alongside another consultancy firm, and we needed to then deliver the agenda of the NHS Udu. I negotiate regularly. I'm working at the present time with Buckinghamshire Council, leading on some of their strategic sites as a consultant. And I have to negotiate on behalf of the local authority. And these are some of the skills that I'll be bringing on board. And if I may say so, presentation skills. I did talk about communication skills, critical thinking, critical problem solving, and creative problem solving, negotiations, facilitation. It's important as a vice president to be able to give presentation. And I've already mentioned about the presentation I did at Algiers. And so I'm well equipped to be the next vice president of the Royal Town Planning Institute. To promote consensus amongst the RTPI members, I will listen to the views. I will ensure that the issues that we are considering as an institute is clear. I will also ensure that members know the process of the decision making. Members' questions will be taken and members' questions will be clarified. And at the end of the process, we will give feedback. I would ensure that feedback is given to all members so that they know how that particular decision has been arrived at. At the Parliamentary Committee into the Future of Planning, I was able to promote planning to the MPs and to other stakeholders. And I used statistical and anecdotal evidence to talk about planning, how important planning was to the delivery of housing, how planning was important for the delivery of environmental issues, and I then ensured that I mentioned the fact that planning was under-resourced. The main challenge I faced was the fact that there were other stakeholders who did not have a lot of faith in planning, and so I had to try to convince the MPs that planning being under-resourced was impacting on some of the key deliverables, and also that not every single issue can be attributed to the failure of planning because many things were outside our scope. So I found that the trust of the people in the planning process was one big hurdle I needed to overcome in that instance. My favorite place is in Cornwall. I visited Newquay and St. Ives, and I'm always reminded of the sea and the walks that I've had with my family. And so it's a place that always brings fond memories anytime I think about it.